What's up, everybody? Today is December 13th, 2023, and I am going to be trying Little Caesars stuffed crazy crust pizza, with one exception. So their stuffed crazy crust pizza is pepperoni, but I substitute the pepperoni for pineapple. I prefer pineapple. Okay, so let me show you it first. Again, this is the stuffed crazy crust, and so I'm assuming what that means is the crust is basically like their crazy bread. So it has Parmesan cheese and whatever kind of butter they put on there, and then it's stuffed with cheese, as you see. And then I substituted pepperoni for pineapple. All right. I'm in the car with my son, my girlfriend. We all have our food. What did you get, Becca?
Italian cheese bread.
You want to show everybody? Here, look on this side. Over on this side, the other side. Becca got her Italian cheese bread. That's her favorite. And then Nano, my son can unfortunately not have dairy cheese, so he got a Jimmy John's sandwich. So everybody got something. And then also, while I was in Little Caesars, I got Mountain Dew. So anyhow, I saw this advertising for this stuffed crazy crust. I'm trying to grab a slice right now. Here, let me show you guys. I'm trying to grab a slice here. So they put, I already could tell, look at the crazy amount of butter sauce they put. Almost too much. I think they might have put too much. Look how greasy that is. And you see like how soggy the dough is. So that's not a good sign. And just think, it's not even pepperoni. Pepperoni would make it even greasier. This is just pineapple. So as you see, it's kind of like limp and soggy. Not a good sign. And this is fresh. It hasn't been sitting out. It's really hot. So let me see. I'm going to try to take a bite. So again, Little Caesars stuffed crazy crust, but pineapple. Yeah, it's not so hot. It's hot in the back though, holding it. How's your Italian cheese bread, Becca?
Very good.
That is very good. Doesn't taste like anything. Huh. Come on.
Two bodies are probably congealed.
You know what? Wow. It's almost like they didn't, it almost feels like the dough is undercooked. Or like they put so much grease that it's not crispy at all. So whoever made this pizza, they put like way too much oil in the pan. It's not good. This is not good. But you know what? I'm trying the wrong part. So the main feature of this pizza is obviously the crust, the stuffed crust. So let's try that. I'll give it a half a chance. Look at it falling apart. You're doing terrible with Caesars. Okay. So the crust is way better. Okay, so let's go to the first part first. The first part, the front of the pizza is not crispy at all. Way too greasy. And I love pineapple on pizza, so it's not that you're like, oh, well, you're supposed to get pepperoni. That shouldn't make a difference. It should still be a good tasting pizza. I'm gonna tell you right now that as far as the front part of the pizza, not the crust, just a normal Little Caesars pizza is better. When I get pineapple on just a normal, say, the regular cheese pizza, it tastes better than this. So this is way too greasy and way too soggy. I'm tempted to say that it might be better without sauce. That might make it a little bit less soggy, dried up a little bit. And again, just the person who made it, they're trying too hard to make it buttery, so they overcompensated with the oil. But the problem is, it's not real butter. It's some kind of vegetable oil or whatever. It's not real butter, you know. But they overcompensated, and so the front part is not good. I mean, I'm talking about like a 3 out of 10. Look, okay, put it this way. This part doesn't even have pineapple on it. I'll tell you, so this is just cheese and sauce. Very basic. Not good. The regular pizza is better than that. Way too greasy. Way too greasy. Not good. Not recommended as far as that goes. Okay? Now, the other part, I tasted that already. So you do kind of get the crazy bread flavor a little bit because of Parmesan. This part is better, I suppose, but still not great. It's just way, way, way too much grease. Way too much grease. Did they over grease your Italian cheese bread, Becca?
No.
It's good.
It's nice and crispy.
Should I snack a piece of that? So, rating on the crust, maybe 5 out of 10. It's still not that great. Here, let me take a drink, recoup, reassess everything. Oh, you gave me his lemonade?
Yes.
Okay. And then my son has lemonade. Becca has no drink.
No, I did.
Oh, you do? What do you have?
I had my tea that I had in my backpack.
Oh, okay.
It's been in there for ages.
And so now this, I guess we'll do a review of the drink too, right? This is Mountain Dew Voltage. I believe I've had this before, but might as well review this too, right? Ooh, smell? Smells like Voltage. It's like a berry smell. Ooh. For those of you not from the United States, Mountain Dew in the United States is very high in sugar, very high in caffeine. Especially the Voltage is probably more. Let me see. So, 91 milligrams of caffeine. So, like a cup of coffee. I guess that's not terrible.
Mine, the one I had the other time, was like 100 something.
Yeah. Okay. So, now that we refreshed our palate a little bit, Becca was just talking about another Mountain Dew that she had before. But she's going to be quiet so I can do my review now, right? Clear our palate. Clear our palate. So far, I don't even know what slice to grab. It's so greasy. I mean, it's so bad that I'm half tempted to go back and take it back. I mean, it's that bad. I'm half tempted to take it back and just say, hey, can I just have a normal just cheese pizza? So this is another slice. This slice is not so greasy. It's really nothing fantastic. I don't recommend this. I do not recommend this at all. Yeah, let's take another bite of the crust. Look, actually, it looks like I pulled off the crust one. Okay. This is pretty much just a crust. The star of the show is supposed to be. Yeah. They try too hard to make it like buttery, and so they way overcompensate on the oil. It's way too much. Not good. Not good at all. Yeah. I do not change my rating. 5 out of 10 might even be nice. To be fair, the cheese is okay. The best part of this show is actually the Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew Voltage. Take some advice, Little Caesars, from Mountain Dew. They did their part. This is 9 out of 10. Their pizza's crap. Little Caesars pizza. I like Little Caesars pizza, and it's gone down the tubes. Because they transitioned to making all their pizzas pan pizzas. I worked at Little Caesars, and so. This is good. Not good for you. A lot of sugar, a lot of caffeine, whatever, but it sure tastes good. They did their job. Mountain Dew did their job of making that taste good. That tastes good. Yeah, I worked at Little Caesars. So basically, they have a round pan, metal pan, and they pump some oil into it, and they put the dough in there, and then smash the dough and like form it to the size of the pan, and then put the sauce and toppings and cook it, right? But you're supposed to just do like one squirt or like a little squirt of oil, but some employees, obviously like these, they press down. It's like a hand pump, like for for soap. You press down the pump and soap comes in your hand. Same concept, but it's oil. So they have like a big, like imagine a huge soap container, but it's oil, grease. So they pump that, and they pump a squirt of it into a pan, and then you put the pizza on top of there, or the dough on top of there. And if an employee puts too much, then it's going to be really greasy. And that's the case we got here. They tried to overcompensate because they're trying to make it like, basically they're trying to make it like a buttery Parmesan crust or whatever, but it's too much. Honestly, their crazy bread is better than this. Mm-hmm. They don't put too much oil or grease on them. Like, I think because they just brush it on there. That's the difference. Because again, I worked there, so they have a little brush, and they dip the brush into. Wait, you want to give me a piece? Becca's being nice and give me a piece of her Italian cheese bread. But yeah, they dip the brush into the oil, and then they just kind of wipe it onto the bread, so it's not so greasy. But someone was probably pumping like crazy, and it's not good. Anyhow, so I'm not gonna even take another bite of that pizza on camera. I'm not gonna disrespect you guys by showing you that greasy. I mean, you saw just from the flop of it. I won't take another bite, but I'll show you just the. It has no structure to it. It's like it's just a greasy mess. It's not good. It's not good. But anyhow, so the final thing. Now this is the Italian cheese bread. I don't remember how this was made. I really don't remember how this was made. But this doesn't seem to be as greasy. There's the bottom, but yeah, it's the same thing, made in a pan, and you could tell that's why it has like So basically, the pizza is kind of like deep fried. The dough is basically like deep fried in oil, kind of, if you want to think about it, because you put the oil in the pan and you put the dough in the pan, and then the dough soaks up the oil, and you cook it really hot. It's essentially like frying it, because something fried is just like a piece of dough dunked in oil and cooked, right? This is just a piece of dough dunked in oil and it's cooked. The difference is it's in an oven instead of just a fryer. Anyhow, so Italian cheese bread. Yeah, heck, I should have just got one of these. No, it's better. It's okay.
$5.
Yeah, it's cheaper. Oh yeah, so my pizza was like $9.49. And Becca's cheese bread, I think, like probably around $5. I forget. But yeah, this is better. This is one of their better items. Honestly, I think the best item there is probably just the crazy bread. That or this. Becca would probably say this. What is better, Becca? The Italian cheese bread. I might disagree. I might say it's really simplistic.
Seasonings. I like all the seasonings. Like it's like a pizza, but it's just cheese bread.
She's talking about this. So the Italian cheese bread has cheese and but seasonings on it. Actually, the crazy bread has no cheese on it, or well, no pizza cheese. It's just the dough, like I said, a brush of oil, and then Parmesan cheese. So I would say that the crazy bread is probably the best thing that Little Caesars has. This is second. Their pizza is just it's not good. What do I rate the Italian cheese bread?
10 out of 10.
No, not 10 out of 10. Not 10 out of 10. See, I'm honest.
I think it's 10 out of 10.
Well, Becca, yeah. So is that sponsored a review, or is that Becca's real opinion?
That's my real opinion.
Okay. You sure you're not a corporate stooge or something?
No.
Okay. Maybe you're getting millions in back pocket money to say that. So Becca thinks Italian cheese bread is 10 out of 10. Depending on who cooks it, what Little Caesars you go to, maybe high of 8 for me. But this one, I would say 7 out of 10. The pizza, this stuffed crazy crust. Like I said, the front part, literally like a 3, and even 3 is nice. This is honestly like a 2 out of 10, but whatever. they could have their 3 out of 10. And then the Crazy Crust part, they could have a 5 out of 10. It's crap. I'm honest. I'm not a corporate stooge. Some of those other YouTubers, they get sponsored, and I hate that. When someone's sponsored, and it's like basically like you have to give a good review. I wouldn't. If someone ever wanted to sponsor me, like whatever, Little Caesar, whatever, they're not now. I'd be like, hey, you could pay me. I'll review your product, but I'm going to be honest. I give my honest opinion, right? So you guys know that about me. If something's good, I'll tell you. And if something's bad, like this, I'll tell you. I don't recommend this. Don't waste $10 on this. I mean, will the pepperoni one be better? Maybe. I think it's going to be greasier. My only recommendation, if you really wanted to get it, I would probably say, honestly, I would be straight with the employee. I'd be like, hey, can you make it fresh and just don't put so much oil in the pan? Honestly, straight up, I would ask him that. And I don't know. I'm not sure if no sauce would be better or maybe extra sauce. Because actually, now that I think about it, there's not a lot of sauce in here. But yeah, honestly, if you order it, because they make them fresh. It's not like a hot and ready where they're just sitting in the thing. And so, yeah, just be straight up. Be like, hey, when you make it, can you just put not so much oil in the pan? I just don't want it so greasy. And then I think when it's done, they squirt a bunch of oil onto the top part so they could put the Parmesan. You don't need that. You know what? This, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna talk to Little Caesars for a moment. You don't need to even add an oil afterwards. Cheese and pepperoni are greasy. The Parmesan is gonna stick. I mean, okay, the crust is dry. So maybe just use the same thing. Use a brush. I don't know what they did. It's just so much. Look, let me show you the box again. And mind you, remember, there's no pepperoni. So all that grease is just from them adding so much oil. So Little Caesars, you don't tell your employees don't add so much oil. It doesn't make it better. It's gross, not good. It's not good. Don't waste your $10. But if you do, you're like, hey, Matt, I still want to try. Maybe better with pepperoni. Okay, just ask them. Say, hey, please, just don't put so much oil on the whole thing, from start to finish. Just don't put so much oil, and that's it. And it'll probably be better. Whether you like a little sauce or a lot of sauce, I mean, that's up to you. But yeah, honestly, this pizza would be like at least probably a 7 out of 10, if not higher, if it just didn't have so much dang grease on it. It's gross, Little Caesars. Anyhow, that's my review. I don't recommend it. But if you do get it, get a special made. Whatever. Anyhow, that's the review. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, 9 out of 10. It's the star of the show right here. Becca says Italian cheese bread, but I don't think so. I think it's this. Becca's getting that secret corporate money.
I wish.
Yeah, me too. Okay, thank you guys for watching. That's a review. I'll see you guys next video.